Good morning, grade 7 and 8s. So, as I continue to work from home this week, I am going to continue to make some videos for some subjects, including math. And today, I'd like to make you guys a video for the newest concept that we are going to be talking about, and that is within algebra, solving equations using division, okay? And that's today's lesson, so I'm going to do my little camera magic, and then I'm going to give you guys a proper lesson on this. Here we go. Okay, so here I've got my piece of paper with my title, Solving Equations Using Division. Now, just remember, everybody, our goal, as always, is to get x alone, okay? So if I have a question like this, x, let's go 2x equals 8. Well, I want to get x alone. When we were using addition and subtraction, we were trying to make that addition piece and that subtraction piece turn out to be 0, which was leaving the x alone. Right now I have multiplication here, okay? And I need to get rid of that multiplication in order to get x alone, because that is my absolute goal at this point, is to make sure that I can get x alone. That's how I know I'm solving it. So what I need to do in this case is I need to divide on both sides to get x alone. So here's my second line of math. What I'm doing is I'm using the division sign that looks like this. We talked about this before. And I'm choosing a 2 because there's a 2 here beside the x, okay? So the 2 is being multiplied by the x. Take a look at this fraction. Because division is fractions, right? Fractions are division. When I'm looking at this fraction here, 2 over 2, that is worth 1 whole. We know that 1 multiplied by any number never ever changes that number, right? I can go 1 multiplied by 10, my answer is 10. I go 1 multiplied by 14, my answer is 14. And it's the same with this. If I can figure out how to make this 1, when I multiply that by x, x is just alone. It's just because it's timesing by 1, it doesn't change anything. So in this case, I am making a fraction of 2 over 2, which leaves me with x equals, and then I gotta do this math here, and it's 4, okay? And those are my 3 lines of math that I am using to solve equations using division. Let's do another one. Let's go. 4x equals 20. All right, so I want to get x alone, but it has this multiplication of 4 beside it. And I need to get rid of that multiplication of 4. If it was multiplication by 0, or sorry, not 0. If it was multiplication by 1, that would be great, because it would just be x alone. So I've got to turn my 4 into 1. And whatever I'm doing, I need to do it to both sides. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And when I do this, my equation is still equal. Oh, I made a mistake, guys. Look at this. I need to have my first line of math. 4x equals 20. There. Now my second line of math is like this, okay? Now, 4 over 4 is worth 1 whole. That leaves x alone. And when we go 20 divided by 4, we get 5. And that is my question finished. Okay, so they are all going to be following the same method. The goal is to get x alone. That's how you know you've solved it. It's going to take you 3 lines of math. If this were a test, it would be 3 marks. Your first mark is a freebie. You just copy the question properly. Your second mark is doing that division, showing that division on both sides so that it remains equal. The equation has to remain equal, and you've got to do the same thing to both sides. So important. You can't do it to one side and not the other, because then it's not equal anymore. And then your final answer for that 3rd mark. Okay, so I am going to turn off my video right now and let you guys get to work working on problems very similar to these two. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Have a great time.